We'll start with questions for Will Fries whenever people are ready. We'll start with you, Nate Bauer.
Hey, Will, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Hey, the running game in general today, how did you feel like you guys were able to perform? And I guess just from a broader perspective, where you feel like you guys are now after this game as an offensive line?
I think we definitely improved, and the way we attacked it this week showed it. But we still got a lot more work to do. Excited about the progress we're making, but we still got to grind those details and the scheme and things like that.
Johnny Collins.
So would you say it's been a steady improvement for you guys, from, I would say, maybe the third, fourth game of the season to now as an offensive line?
Yeah, I would say so. We just, try to take it one day at a time, focus, one play at a time, and, improve that play or that day, and, just build it brick by brick. And, it's a never-ending grind to where we want to go.
Gabe Angieri.
Hey, Will, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. With you guys winning 2 games in a row, is there a feeling in the locker room that the momentum's starting to shift in your guys' favor?
Yeah, I think definitely anytime you go on the road 2 weeks in a row and get 2 wins, it's a momentum builder. We're excited about, where we're going. We still got a lot of work to do, but, it definitely feels good to get a win, in the Big Ten on the road.
Nate Bauer.
Well, how do you guys on the offensive line evaluate the turnovers? The ball's not in your hands, but are there things that you guys could do differently, I guess, that prompt those?
It is what it is. Sometimes it is our fault. If it's, your guy or something like that, I think we take great pride in that, not letting it be your guy, but, it's everyone on the offense's job to protect the ball.
Ben Free.
Hey, Will, what's the biggest difference you see confidence-wise from this team, just kind of mentality-wise from a couple weeks ago? And what do you think is the biggest thing to switch there and change?
I think it's just, the more practice, the more reps we get, we see what we're capable of doing. And, the more we can do that in the game, the more it builds confidence, in ourselves and, in our unit and, the whole offense. So just getting those reps, knowing what we can do and going out there and executing it, I think that's what builds the confidence.
Tobias Wilborn.
Hey, Will, always thanks for doing this, man.
Appreciate it.
In that fourth quarter, about 12 or so minutes left, you guys had the ball on the 2. What did it mean to you guys to put a drive together and end up with the Penninger 27-yard field goal?
It's tough being back there on the 2-yard line, but, that's our job. We wanted to, as an offensive line, and we knew it was on us to get it out of there. And, we're excited about that. But, we want to finish those drives as well with touchdowns. But, it was a good to, get some momentum, running the ball and things like that. We just want to finish it.
Johnny Collins.
Along those lines, Will, I think there was a good portion of the game today where you guys are going to run the ball and everybody knew it. What kind of challenge do you guys take that as, and how do you guys rally to that when you have Will in the game, like a 4th and 1, say, and chances are he's getting the ball? How do you guys kind of handle that as a line?
We take great pride in it. Kind of like I was saying earlier, we want to be in those situations, and we want to, execute and, move the ball when, it's a tough down to 4th and 1 or, a 3rd and short, goal line, things like that. We really embrace those. We work on it a lot, and, that's mentality as an offensive line that, we know it's on us. We want to get those downs, continue the drive.
Thomas Frank Carr.
Hey, Will, you've had success so far at 2 different positions this season. How difficult is that to switch between right guard and right tackle, and what do you attribute all of that to this year?
First off, I would say I attribute to Coach Trout. He prepares me to play both, and it's benefiting me. No matter where I am, and I trust him to put the guys in that are gonna be in the best position to succeed. So, I give a lot of credit to him, helping me with that transition, kind of working, guard and tackle. It's a little bit different, those positions, different assignments. You have to know, everyone's responsibility and different techniques at times, but it's been a challenge. I really enjoyed playing both positions.
Mike Porman.
Thanks. Hey, Will. Will, you got to see Tommy up front when he had the Lion package, and now Will. Can you compare and contrast how those guys did handling that on and off the field and the impact of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing to look at is they're both, physically imposing guys. They're tall, big, and strong, and that, when Will's in the game or, no matter who's in the game, we have confidence in them and that we're going to, move the ball and we're going to have a successful play. So, we run the ball and run someone over, it's exciting. The whole line gives it, more confidence. It's like a little energy boost. So it's definitely a role that you want to embrace and take advantage of, because we're moving the downs with in the game.
Would it surprise you if I told you Will ran 17 times and didn't pass once?
Yeah, that I don't know. That's not my decision. It's up to the coaches and stuff like that. But he's a good runner, so he put the ball in his hands. We're gonna move the chains.
Yeah, I just wonder if you guys are aware of what's happening behind you.
No, just blocking the guy in front of me, whatever the assignment is.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mike. We'll go to Nebias Wilborn.
After the game, it seemed, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but the celebration didn't seem as exuberant as after the Michigan game. If not, why not? Or what was that about? Obviously you guys enjoyed the win, but it didn't seem like as raucous.
Yeah, when we got in the locker room, it was rocking. We were playing music, dancing, and having fun. So don't worry about that. We had a good time in there. It's always exciting to get a win on the road, and we enjoyed ourselves. But at the same time, there's more to learn from. The times that we didn't execute the way we needed to. So we're gonna go have this bus ride back and grind and get better. Get ready for next week and learn from this film.
Donnie Collins.
Well, how tough was the weather out there? Coach talked about it a little bit, and what did it mean to you guys to see Devin Ford to get out there and have some success early on in the game?
Yeah, it was good to have him back and having success and see him do well. We knew going into it was going to be rainy and we were going to run the ball and it was going to be on the O-line, but it ended up being pretty nice too. So the sun came out and got a little sunshine there, but it was windy the whole day.
Thomas Frank Carr.
Well, most fans don't really know what's going on at your position, offensive line in general. If you were to give, fans something to look at when other than an obviously giant hole, how could you tell a fan to look for an offensive lineman or an offensive line in general that's having a good game? What are some of those keys that you'd see?
I think when you look at movement off the ball, you see, defensive line's head snapping back and guys, running their feet to finish. I think that's generally a good sign of an offensive line playing well, either playing with aggression. There's things that they do schematically, they move and, maybe pass where they twist stuff. It might not always look pretty, but I think generally when you keep the quarterback upright, that's a good sign as well.
Mike Porman.
Thanks. Hey, Will, in the old days, they used to let players vote if they wanted to go to a bowl game. So let's say it's up to a player's vote. Would you guys want to go to a bowl game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the opportunity to compete against another team and get another game and play another game for Penn State, I would love that opportunity. I think we all would. Going to a bowl game has always been fun here at Penn State, and no matter who we're playing, it would be a great time. Another opportunity to compete and get better.
Peter Terpstra.
Hey, Will, can you describe what the feeling is like when an offensive line is able to consistently control the defense in a game? What does that feel like?
It feels really good. When we know we're moving guys off the ball and we see our running backs, getting big plays, 5, 7, and then all of a sudden they spring out a big one. It feels real good. So we take, a lot of pride out as offensive line. We want to, finish every play with our 6-second mentality. And it's real good when we can see guys, springing off big runs.
All right. Thank you for your time today, Will.
All right. Thank you, guys.